Hello everybody and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. So today is the day. We are clear felling all of this woodland next to our track, which is not something that I really want to do, but we need the trees because we are seriously lacking in wood now. And we also, it's my belief, I think we need a third sawmill, unless we look at going to the old sawmill and getting planks and long planks from there and distributing them, because we need to still be able to sell some to the roller coaster whilst also supplying all our productions, because we now have quite a fair few of them. So I've decided we're going to take what's left of these trees down here, just get them out of the way. We're going to fill all the productions up as best we can with what we have, and then after that we will look to rest, because I am trying to keep passing through these days, or these months I should say, just that keeps the roller coaster doing something, because if it's sat with nothing to do, I think it'll be very unproductive. And I'm starting to use the auto line because it does make life so much easier. And at the minute, for me to be able to get these recordings out, I've had to change when I would normally record, which is on a night time, to now I record on a morning. So like this morning, it's currently 5:30 in the morning, which will mean that I should get finished recording by 6 and I can go straight to work. Although I am slightly later than what I have been the last couple of mornings. And here we are at the old sawmill. So this is load number 1 going into here. I imagine there'll be another full load having to go into here. And then we've also got the wood turner to go deliver some wood to, as well as our sawmill. What I am going to do, considering we're here, if we just back into the water, we're going to put these, obviously unload into here. I am going to start producing long planks and normal planks from here, but the ones that I'm going to produce from here, I'm going to set them straight to distributing, so that I don't need to worry and think about our productions, because this should generate enough. And then let's do that. So, oh, we're only 4,000 litres short. So let's go into here, the old sawmill. So let's activate, change to distributing, planks, activate, change to distributing. So that now should keep our productions, or at least the productions we need, running. So that should save us buying another sawmill, because obviously then if we buy another sawmill, it's more timber we need to come down. And yes, it's a forestry map and we need to cut a load of timber, but I'd like to try and get something a bit more different into it, make it slightly different, just so we're not doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then our second full load, that's going to go into this sawmill, which we're going to keep just producing these as they are. I think that's the best thing to do here. And then we can take these down to the roller coaster. We can also top up wherever we need to, if we need to. And with money, it may be worth doing, just setting the iron furnace to that distributing, so that can fill up everywhere we need to fill up with metal, whilst we're not in a panic, because I don't think the roller coaster needs very much. So we'll just reverse into here first. We can jump out. Let's put whatever this needs in, which wasn't a lot at all. And then I want to fly down to here, to the boatyard. So we need metal floor tiles, wooden beams. So we need quite a few things here to get this onto the next step. Because I think now money isn't really too much of a problem. It may be worth to start trying to put little bits and pieces in here. So the wooden beams, the planks and the planks along up at the top, they could predominantly come down to here, you would hope. And if we just fly to the roller coaster, so here we need chairs, tables, shingles and buckets. Where have we gone to here? So we have buckets being made. We have, where's the shingle factory? We have shingles being made. We have chairs and tables. Is that everything it said? Chairs, tables, shingles, buckets. So everything's been made there. So it is my belief now that if we have just a one quick look through here, make sure everything's... I know the flooring factory has got very, very little, but that should top up overnight. What I may actually do then, if that's the case, is if we go to here, we can distribute. We'll get wooden beams active as well again. I think we might as well just keep going with everything on that. Oh, look how many wood chips we've got. What's November? So there's December for wood chips. No, January. So there's a fair bit of wood chips there for us. Right, we're procrastinating and getting sidetracked. Let's go back to our house. We'll run around the back and we will sleep. And we will see you in the morning. We're going to start off by buying ourselves a set of forks for our front loader. So if we go up to here, front loader tools, I think they're one of the most, they're up there with price. Let's buy them. Let's now flick through, hold on, if we actually go back to there, we can top this up with timber again, like so. Let's flick through and find, this is what we want. So we're going to have to take the front weight off. We shouldn't need any weight, I wouldn't have thought. But we're going to take the front weight off. We are then going to get our front loader. We're going to have a tidy up down here. And we're also going to move that wool over into the spinnery, which that should have been done a long time ago. But I've kept... Ooh. Let's get out of there. I've always forgot, which is no... Well, it's no excuse, it's not good enough, because we shouldn't really be forgetting about that, because that's quite important to us. So we'll get these, and then like I say, we'll have a sort out of that yard down there, which shouldn't take too long. We may have some grass to cut as well, but what I'd like to do is that we bought a new field in the previous episode and we've done nothing with it. So I'd like to get over there, see what cultivator is available to us, and get that cultivated. So I can't remember if I said, but I was thinking about getting some horses. And if that is the case, we want to build them down here. So if we go into our menu, we'll go construction, like so, cows, horses. I know I'm struggling to work out how there's such a big difference in price. Like here you've got 16 and yet you can get 16 there and that's cheaper. And then obviously vice versa, you've got this one where there's 13, so you're 3 less, and that's £15,000 cheaper. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I think what does make sense is, do we go for... I think we're going to go for 9. Everything else just, it doesn't make sense to me. I think it's far too much money for what you're getting. But we are just going to try find a place to put this which doesn't look too obscure. So if we line this up with the track like so, pull it down into here so we can still maneuver about a bit, and let's go there. Do you want to customize the horse pasture? No. Meadow, yes please. And there we go, we have our first horse barn. So we can get 9 horses in here. I don't know anything about them. I don't know how long it takes them to reproduce. Nothing. So let's have a look to see what they've got. If we've got 9, we might as well go ahead and try and buy 3, maybe 4. Well, we'll buy 4 if there's any good ones. So, well, that's a very good stallion. So we'll get a stallion in there just to make sure that they can reproduce. Okay, there's no average good. Oh, that one will be okay. So that's 2. So that's 1 mare. How old's that one? 24 months. We're going to get that. That's 2 mares. So we're not going for that one. There's no black stallion. We'll go for that one. Right, so I think we just buy selected. Is that 4 we've got? For £20,000 for 4. Whoa. So, considering I bought these without thinking too much, is that grass in here or is that hay? In here we have grass. So we're going to have to now quickly try sort this situation out because I shouldn't have bought them, is the honest truth. But anyways, grass work. So we are going to need a tedder, 16. So for 16.5, that's 8.9 meters, 8.2, 8.7. Oh, what's this one? 5.5. I think I'm trying to remember which one we've got on Oakbridge Farm, but I can't remember which one it is because I would like to try and avoid that one. It could be the crone. If we go for this one, so let's buy a tedder. Let's go back. We want to buy a windrower. We've definitely got that one on Oakbridge Farm. We will go for. It's a very good. It's a very good bog standard one, which it makes all the difference. Shall we? I've never been. I think this rows it all up to one side. And how much? Do 60,000. No thanks. That's a steep jump up in price. Let's go for this. Something a bit different, isn't it? So let's buy that. And now we need to get ourselves some mowers. So let's have a look. What have we got here? If we go for 18,000. How much bigger are they? Oh, they're a fair size bigger. That's 110 horsepower. That's 60. That's one thing we've got to remember is the horsepower requirement. The Pottinger. I think we're just going to have to go bog standard here. Let's buy, because we don't have 1,000,001 horses to play with, so we can't go for anything that's too big. So making hay whilst it's snowing sounds realistic. Let's drop this off and we will get to the store and pick up our mowers. So we'll put this one on the front. this one on the back. It's the only thing I don't like about this one is it sticks out at the back almost like it's a plough. I prefer the ones which fold up on the sides, you know, so they come up, so they're not you don't look like you've got a big a dog's tail behind you. Guessing because of the recent update that's come out, that's why my keybinds have all changed. So I did have it all set up so that I could change everything on, you know, so I could lift up all my tools together, take them all down together, turn them all on together. Anyways, I no longer seem to be able to do that, especially from the joystick as it was. I don't know what the keybind is on the keyboard. I don't think I've ever used it. We're going to run out of storage here, so I just want to have a look and see if we have anything that's cheap enough for us that we can put up just so that we can store some items underneath. That looks very fitting to do with the map. Can we, if we could just get, if that tree was to say, oh, that's tiny. If that tree was to say disappear, would it be? These are, well, they're not rubbish, they're lovely things. But compared to that, the first one we looked at, which one was it? That one, was it? How come that's got sides? Oh, okay. Design 1, so that adds £1,000. I'm guessing design 2 is the back. And then you can get walls. I would say that doesn't look too bad, but if it was me doing it, which it is, I'm going to put that top sides on there. But let's just say goodbye to that tree. And she's gone. The only problem is there's 11,000 litres in one of them trees. I should have probably have kept that. But anyways, let's see. Oh no, that's really going to... Can that be customised? Right, no, I'm going for this one. Let's customise. I want design 1, please. And that is going to go... Where's it flattest? Because I want to keep it out of the way. Another object, is it that bush? Top out again. Is it this bush here that it's saying it's getting, that's sort of getting in its way? Right, now that bush is gone. There can't be anything else that's going to get in its way. So let's go back onto here, back onto here. Let's go back onto customization, back onto design 1. Smashing. So that it's now finally working with us. So we want to put this, I don't mind spending a bit of money. Well, we're not going to spend any money on the ground because that's where it's going to go, like so. Now we get back into here, let's reverse it and we'll leave the mower. We'll reverse it. We'll put this mower at the back here first, and then it'll be quite nice to store because it's going for storage here. Oh, we've even got lights by the look of that. If you look at the yellow cable going up, yeah, we do. Amazing. What would be nice is if on a night the lights come on automatically without you having to turn them on. So I'm very interested to see whether that's a thing or not. So now let's get that. We can drop that off in here. The bales, we may be able to move the bales over in here because that shed, there's a lot of collisions on it, and it'd be a lot better for storing than what that one will be. But we'll just head off and we will now go gather the tedder up. And when we slept, I forgot to mention, we had 4 lambs born in there, so that won't be far off before it's full. That'll be a fair sight coming down the road, and there's going to be a crash. So we're just going to put the windrower over into here for now. Let's try not to crash it before we even get it into the shed. I'm going to put that in just like so. And then the tedder, we're going to get this field tedded, and that I think we'll call it a do for this episode after we've done that. And then in the next one we'll have to get it windrowed and baled, and then make sure we get some hay over to the horses. And my plan with field, where are we now? Field 39, that is withered, is that, I think? Harvested. I'm going to put that into an oat field. So my thinking is, having oats, we can then make sure that our horses are as profitable and as productive as possible. Also, this is why we're getting the hay, so the hay can go between our sheep and our horses. Realistic livestock mod on, and I'm just thinking how quickly does it take, because you can lose, in inverted commas, your animals because of it. So I'm just thinking, with them being out of food, how long will that take until we could lose some? So with that in mind, I am going to go and buy the bucket for the front loader, and I can just front load a bucket or two of hay over into them, just so that I can rest easy in knowing that they have, well, that they have what they need, or what will get them by. So whilst we're here, let's go here, front loaders, which are up here, tools, and the bucket. So it's only 1,000 litres. I don't know what's different with the mod and without the mod. Don't know. Is there any other bigger buckets? No. No, that's not. I won't do any more. So, yeah. We will go and buy this. We will take the tedder, put it in our new shed down there, and I will see you once we're back here with our bucket. So very simply, bucket down, let's just drive however long it takes. There we go, 1,000 litres. We're a lot further into the field than what I what I thought we would do. And we'll put this into here. And I may just do definitely another one. Please take it, there we go. So we'll definitely do another one. And then, because we're at times 4, so I'm just trying to work it out so that by the time we do get it baled, well, windrowed and baled, it shouldn't be too much time But like I say, I'd rather err on the side of caution with things than realise we lose one of our horses, especially, what was it, £15,000 we spent for 4 of them? Yeah, I don't really want to be making that much loss for the simple thing of we could have just bought a £1,500 bucket and job would have been right. So yeah, so let's hop out and we'll have a look. We haven't really looked at our horses yet. So very high, very high, good genetics. Is that our stallion? So we've got a brilliant stallion in here. We have a very good chestnut mare. And then what's this one? So this is a dun, which is even better. That's brilliant. Are they cleanliness 100%? No suitable male animal. But that's a male. I think that answers my question from before. No suitable male animal. No suitable... No, too young. So what's that? That's a dun. That's a bay. That answers my question from before then. Because I remember earlier on in the series speaking about the sheep, saying, do you have to have... Can you just get away with one ram, or do you have to have a ram? Or do you have to have the ram of... Sorry, I was just reading that. It says impregnatable animals in pen 4. Or do you have to have an animal, a ram, that... I think I said that loads of times, that will do your sheep for you, you know, per sort of breed. And I would very much say so now, that with the horses, that confirms it. So what is going on in here? I am just going to have a very quick look. So we have in here a whole load of animals. So everyone that's named is one we're keeping. Everyone that isn't named, whoa. That's brilliant. Change name. Yes. Confirm. Change name. Confirm. See, this is us. This is because of our breeding going on in these pens. This is awesome. We'll keep all these. Confirm. Is there any more down in here? Black Welsh Ram. So we've got Oliver, who is quality very high, health very high. So I would say if we're going to sell anything, it would be the rams. So we've got far too many rams here. Very high. So Icarus wants to stay. Icarus wants to stay, Ben wants to stay, Inferno and Ebony, they want to go, but we'll let them get a bit older. That ram wants to stay. Extremely high. That's brilliant. Oh, I love this, how we can go through. Anyways, if we go click off and then click back on, we should see that all the names have changed. So we've now got everything named for us again. Blackmail Ram, very high. So that's very much a matter of opinion of what you'd want. But it's the horses now that we need to wait on and try and find suitable stallions. Because if we look on here, we've got a grey. So we need to find a good grey mare, but there isn't one. We also have a chestnut. So let's have a look for chestnuts. So we want stallions. Okay, right, we're buying that. I can't believe we almost missed that. Oh, there's another chestnut oh, whoa, hold on. Did the one I just buy... The one I just bought, did that chestnut stallion... Very high, extremely high. What was this chestnut stallion? Was it Ben, was it called? Ranger. Whoa. So, If we get distracted here. So Ranger and Ben is what we need to have a look at. So he's extremely high with everything. He's very high. It's 23 months, 20 months. We'll keep those two in. So Bay and a Dun. Let's go into here. So Bay Stallion. No, it's not worth it in the slightest. And then a Dun. We need to have a look. Ah, we want Yankee. That'll be fine. Yankee should still be here in the next episode, because we're going to have to also sell some stuff, because if we go on to here and the time-saving stock check, we have 711,000 worth of stuff, so 125,000 pounds worth of wooden beams, 91,000 metal, so we'll easily be able to afford it. As and when it comes, and productions, we should see these should be filling up a bit more. So planks long, yes, planks long and planks metal, planks long. Let's go through shingles. They've got planks long again. Have I activated that? That would kind of help if I did. And now it's sending planks long into here. So what I will do is 150 planks long for 210 bowls. And what's more, bowls or pepper grinders? What do you get? Let's just go bowls. Activate, and we'll activate the pepper grinders as well. Brilliant. Well, on that note, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.